Alright, let's see. How is everything? Okay, the game seems to be captured. We hear this awesome music. But yeah. Let me see. I wonder, is it loud or not? Well, I didn't know if it's still too loud or not, so let me just take a look at a few things. Well, I'll probably check it on the playback and I'll adjust it. But yeah. As we did before, we finished StarCraft and all the stuff. But before that, we finished Mass Effect 1, and that was an interesting journey. This is the point where the series really hit its strides on the second game. Mass Effect 2 is lauded by a lot of fans of the series, and people generally to be one of the best. And we'll see why. A lot of things have changed. What you've been doing has changed. The way you approach exploration and all that has changed. They put less emphasis on exploration. That was mostly to establish how vast the space was. Mass Effect 2 is way more story focused. But with that said, let's get into it. It's built this mystery, and you'll see what it is. So, I had an old save here. Now I'm gonna do a new mail. We're gonna import it. This is the one we did last time. He was level 57. We saved a lot of people, so let's do the importing. Let's see. I'm not gonna have water levels. Enable when you use multi combat. Then disable among only users. Yeah, I think I'll do that myself. I'll have autosaving on. And this gives you a bit brief of how it went. Name and the rank was 57, which was actually brought for the Legendary Edition. Basically coincides that the levels you got in the first game would be applicable to this game, because you ended like in level 60 and then could drop to level 10. It's like, what the hell? But originally we got to level 57. He was a soldier, psychological profile, and we were a paragon. It is a brief summary, because Mass Effect 1 came out 2008. This one came out 2010. And the jump is quite massive. We'll see that. Massive Mass Effect. And here we get like Rex, you could have killed them. I didn't. Mission action, console history. We saved them, or you sacrificed them. And we gave it to Anderson. This is one of the plot points that kind of annoys me. But with that said, hold on, what do we have here? And with that said, let's get this going. We saved the galaxy from the Reaper. For now, but it'll definitely ever find a way. Now what? I'm sure the council will listen to us. And that...
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
That's Miranda, also known as the Ass Lady.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
I'm still trying to remember who the voice actor for the Elusive Man is.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but
like the graphical fidelity upgrade in this game and the second game was amazing.
They're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
Actually, I care about the Reapers.
And it's up to us to stop them.
Yeah, this guy's smoky. That didn't help.
The council
it.
will never trust Cerberus.
Oh, these people are Cerberus. Remember those guys who did all the horrible experiments?
Has accomplished.
Yeah, those guys.
But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon.
This is also where I started getting more
He's just
gratuitous
one man.
with the
If we lose
character
Shepard,
designs.
humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose.
This guy's augmented, as you can see by his eyes. Oh. At the moment of the Destiny cat attack of the Citadel, the Galactic Community was rebuilt. We made yeah. Also, is forced to respond to evidence of an enormous machine. Like, they have to. To cut the rumors, they send him somewhere to just take care of Geth. My eyes are augmented. My vision has been augmented. How you doing, Ray? And they want me to fight Geth because they're trying to convince people it wasn't actually a Reaper themselves. There wasn't a Reaper, it was just a machine, and machine equals Geth. Pre-rendered cutscenes. Ah, my eyes.
Disengaging FTL drives.
That's good to hear.
Mission syncs active.
Oh, we're stealthy.
Board is green. We are running silent.
Are we?
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers.
Yeah, we're basically in the terminal systems.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified.
Hey, let's pick up the devil.
Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Nice upgrade. It's a giant...
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Well, it looks like...
Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
It's a giant rock. Oh, wow. And Presley's dead. That literally killed him.
Presley!
And random ensign.
Multiple hull breaches! Weapons offline!
Whatever the hell that blazer is, it's melting through the shields like nothing. Hey, that's expensive. And now I get to see who is with me. It is Ashley. Generic scream! Yeah, the Mormon is just getting hacked to shreds here. It's up to me to do it. Why am I bald?
The press beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
They better well, damn well. Okay.
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit.
Oh, goddammit, Joker. Then I'll go take him up.
Not leaving either.
We don't have time to argue about this. I said I have strings, but now I'm free. Yeah. There's the upgrade of the fertility and the armor. Right now we're using the heavy.
Ashley, go.
No, if you romance Liara, she's the one who's there. Or if you let Caden live, then he's the one who's there. Or if you romance Ashley, then she's there. But I didn't do that. I didn't flip. Okay, let's see. Help us, please.
Everybody in. Go, go, go!
Ooh, that looked rough. So yeah, the Norman just gets taken out like that. Don't worry, we're the main character. This won't take her harm us, right? Oh wait, we have to go get goddamn Joker. He's still in the cockpit, the dumbass. He's a little bit way too attached to the ship. Okay. Let me see, okay. Go to the cockpit.
Mayday! 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 This is SSV Normandy!
Now you're in control.
We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy!
They're flying a giant rock dildo!
Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
Locality. Whoa. Look at that view. The view has gotten a lot better. Like, this game was such a step up in both the fidelity, the atmosphere, and all that stuff. Now they don't have to worry about much, but like I said, it takes a hit in the bump. Gonna headbutt these. Anyway, we're in mortal danger. Spring break time, I managed to get told that his code consistent principle now that I've been awesome with the students, especially with the also. Yeah, I understand that. I've been on spring break for a while, and even though you do a good job, you just need time to rest. Anyway, Joker, what the fuck? Cut that shit out.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy! I can still save her!
You... Don't throw it away. Don't be stupid.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, okay. Help me out.
He's like, no! Okay.
They're coming around for another attack.
Oh, they really want us dead, whatever the heck this is. And this ship is huge. Well, no, not going back that way. There's still an escape over here. I probably broke his arm just doing that. Get in. There we go. Good boy. Ah. Wait a minute, I saved the galaxy. Okay, Lance. Oh shit. Ow. Okay, we lost the Normandy. I might be floating in space, but I'll survive, right? Okay, let's see. I have a jetpack on this thing. I don't. Uh-oh. This is bound to be fucking terrifying, though, where he is right now. And the suit is failing. Okay. So... he's suffocating, he's falling towards the planet. And yeah, the game starts with Shepard dying. Fancy that. We're gonna honestly... but going back on it, it's good that you're doing an awesome job with the students. It seems like you have found your calling, at least so far. But you can't get higher and the kids will test you. But I hope... but take that rest while you can. You've more than earned it. Oh. So, yeah, this one. The events. I don't need to do that because I have done that. There was 2 comics that was released. This one and another one that included Liara, but what happened here? But somewhere along the line, my body went into... Shepard's body goes into circulation. Liara finds it and gives it to Cerberus.
Commander Shepard,
because Cerberus is going to revive you.
the Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Oh, that's about as harmless as it can be. They are reviving the dead but there were a couple of like preconditions that had to be met. One of them is that the brain had to be intact. And apparently it was. Now they are spending trillions, or what even above that, to revive Shepard. But he is pretty much right now nothing but a mass of tubes and meat. And they basically have to reconstruct him. Now why, as I said before, Cerberus wants to keep Shepard alive because he's just unique. If the brain had been somehow damaged more than it was, they wouldn't have been able to revive him. That's our project. Good lord. Let's see, I'm going to do a few things, customizations. No? I need to change the hair. Hold on. This is the way it looks after this one, and usually default appear. I want. No, can't like this. Okay, I might have to accept this. I just don't like the eyebrows. Let's see. I don't want to spend too much time reconstructing the face. I could have probably should have done that earlier, but no, it would have gone this way anyway. I probably can find some way to change them later on. I don't know why the eyebrows are annoying the hell out of me. Yeah, select. Oh, I totally can't go back. Let's select this. Hold on. I think I have my old... Let me go look up the code real quick. I know I saved the code for this. Otherwise, I'll... because like I said, there's just one thing about it that annoys me. Documents, let's see. Where did I put them? Pictures, missions. Did I put them into documents? Backup files? No. No, where did I put that? Oh, hold on, was it in? Apologies, I thought I had this good to go. Just, oh, here it is. What if I enter this one in? What will happen? I'm legit curious. There we go. I knew I had it. So let's do a few adjustments. Let's go with hair. Okay. Brows. Here we go. No. This one. No. Select. Why is it acting like that? That usually doesn't happen. Okay, here is Purple eyebrows. Yeah, white eyebrows. The thing that bothers me the most is why is it so... Well, that is one hell of an eyebrow. Why are the eyebrows like that? Okay, let's go through the hair. There we have Bat Comb Over. We have Udina. Mohawk. Stripe. Whatever the hell this is. But I'd like to have him, like, give him a nice thick mane. This one's better. Okay, let's stick with this hairstyle. Let's see. Head, that's all good. Eyes are good. Iris colors are alright. Okay. That should do it. I'm going to... Okay. And here we go. Hold on, oh wait, I remember one thing else. Facial structure. Oh wow, that's pale. No! Ah! A little bit. So, you remember when I died, I got severely irradiated, and I've never been the same. You could have some fun with this. Oops. Back up. Oh, why isn't it... Now I'm orange. I think... No. There we go. Okay, I think that is more like it. I'm trying to remember there's one more thing I wanted to change. Okay. Let's confirm this, and now you get to choose. Soldier, Vanguard, all that works the same, but the Vanguard actually got an interesting upgrade to this. Basically, the Vanguard gets what is called the psionic charts. You run in there, well not right, you can charge in there, and like they're the close range. The Sentinel is more long ranged, and the Engineer is just pure tech. Adept is pure biotics. Sentinel is a mix of biotics and Adept and Engineer. Vanguard is a mix of Soldier and Adept, and Infiltrator is a mix of Soldier and Engineer. But I'll stick with Soldier because I'm very simple. And now you can, since I've done this before, I can select one of these to use. Neural Shock, Armor Piercing ammo, Barriers, Slam, Fortification, get Energy Drain, Reeve, Neural Shock, Shredder Armor, Warp Armor. I'll go with Slam. Yeah. And let's go in.
He's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings.
Where am I?
I think he's waking up.
Why the... What's...
Damn it, Wilson. He's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Calm?
Climbing. Brain activity is off the charts.
Of course, if you woke up in some place, some table.
To the red zone. It's not working.
Another go. Now.
Oh yeah, hitting me with the good shit.
Stats falling back into normal range. That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Okay. Well, at least there's a lot of sleep too. Too bad the rest of the personality is kind of stiff. And now we wake up.
Wake up, Commander.
5 more minutes.
Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack.
Ow.
Your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack.
Huh?
There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry!
Why am I wearing these threats? This is the Lions. Oh, you didn't change anything there.
Pistol and armor from the locker. Don't have time to wait around, Shepard.
Okay, now got my...
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from... Damn it! Those canisters keep your head down.
Now you're getting all out of things.
From the
There's one thing I'll notice soon. There, I found one. You'll notice that things are getting a little bit more action-y. Yeah, they made the combat a lot better. Whoa, it is just twitchier than I was expecting. Hold on, give me a second. I was not expecting to be this twitchy. Controls, mouse sensitivity, let's drop that down by 10%. It's a little bit twitchy, but I can better control this. Let's see, squad, what do I know? Well, I'm gonna go into combat mastery, purchase a rank, and purchase another rank, and concussive shot. What? Why can't I buy these? Okay, let's put her chunk of artillery shot. That unlocks that one. Right. General, get out. The general is a lot less fluffier. I guess move this all marked, but the UI is greatly improved. Okay, let me see. Now you press shift to put this up, and here you have all the things. Adrenaline, disruptor ammo, slam, and unity. I need to marry gel for that. We don't have first aid anymore. Wow, everything's just gone to shit. Space is the jog, but Shepard has piss poor. He no longer has the stamina problem from before. You know, a professional thing.
Security mechs are closing in on your position.
Alright. I'm in cover. Hehe. There is actually a reason to shoot things now in like waypoints. Headshots do more damage. Uh-oh. And disruptor armor actually, that's helpful. You want to actually make headshots. Because that does way more damage, and if you hit with a high-powered weapon, you might actually insta-kill a few things. So snipers actually got a massive boost in this game compared to the original game. Obviously they were high-powered weapons, but you really didn't use them in the original game because of the aiming was borked in it. Anyway, what do we have in here? Oh, you just keep this guy in the closets. Oh wow, that looks like a problem. What your people? They are like dying. Oh, they're serpers. Oh, here we go, grenade launcher. Hold that chip. And you don't have the selection anymore, you have to go here and select. I'm gonna take this. You will love heavy weapons, but you will also be very, very conservative with them. They're used for the big, beefy things.
Hurry, get to the door, run.
Environmental hazards are way more.
You're doing fine, Shepard. Head to the next
I'm doing what?
Shepard.
Environmental hazards are going to be much more important during this. Okay, let's see. Let's go in here. Anyway, what do you say?
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are
Okay, loot everything, you still get credits.
Update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all this money.
I don't know, maybe he's investing it in...
I just wish he'd get
Oh, Wilson, he sounds like a very... Oh, well, that certainly doesn't mean we haven't found out who was responsible for this. No, sorry, Bob. Hey there, random person. I don't think I could have done much.
log update. I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old ice queen.
Looks like that lady is quite cold.
Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
Charge him up!
Oh, hey, that sounds like a person. You sound...
Shut up. What the hell?
Hold on. Alright, that's done.
What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Were hostiles detected? Wait.
Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version.
Alright, tell me out.
You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed.
Yeah.
Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You were comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
Wait, what?
This doesn't look like an Alliance facility.
It isn't. I can't say much more than that for now. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish
yeah,
up
if you say other, it's like, wait, what?
We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic.
Alright.
Just give the order when you want me to hit him with the good stuff.
Okay. So you just leave that. So let's do some combos. Do this. Did you just say yoink?
Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
Hold up.
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my
injuries? You're dead.
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean? Cloning?
Am I a clone? I mean, now also fair questions.
You'd have to ask the scientists, but I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Yeah, other trying to do that.
Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Alright, tell me about
the last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Let's see.
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was
yeah,
killed by
but
an
Normandy is kind
Everyone
of...
else, including the non-alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Okay, that's good to hear. Where do I know?
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on.
Yeah.
Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
What's on?
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station.
Yeah, but you did right now you don't know who you are. Let's see. No, that explains something.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it? What they're after?
Damn if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside
No
job.
shit. How about the guy who says he wants to have extra credit kicked his way? Alright, tell me about yourself.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant, but I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
Alright, tell me about Miranda.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus.
Oh, so you noticed the glowing scars on it? That's the implants.
She tried to save you. She's not about to give up on
you. That actually has a effect on like if you're renegade and stuff like that. They start to glow more if you're the more renegade you are, but they heal if you're Paragon.
But I hope she's okay.
Alright.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we
check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell?
He's like, oh shit.
Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I remember that
I
guy.
think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Okay, let's see. I might as well grab a thermal clip. Now we have Jacob. And one thing I'll say is that you can't swap between ammo types. There's no reason never not to have an ammo type. Yeah, that's progress. Disruptor is effective against machinery and shields. Incineration, what he is using, is effective against armor and living beings. Or anything with regeneration of capabilities. You'll be wanting to switch between those often. Then there is also ice, which is effective against. Which is effective against barriers. Those are also different. Can you make it go up? I'm just gonna do this now. Alright, what the? Why did the damn thing take it off?
Impact imminent.
That usually doesn't happen. The thing about the powers is that they all have a cooldown period. You have to use one power, and it'll take them to. Oh wait, I put his pull power there. That works better things. Oh, okay. Let's try that again. I want you to pull this guy. There we go. And if you hit him with certain. If you combine certain biotics, you will get certain effects. For example, slam and pull. If you put something that's in to gravity and slam it on the ground, you'll do more damage. Those are very interesting facts. But I usually don't bother with those. Or if you set something on fire and then shoot an explosion, they burst even harder. Oh hey, look, Cerberus log. Hello? Oh, it's Miranda. So that explains a few things what they don't do with you.
If we alter his identity in any way, if he's somehow not the man he used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Okay, so the reason she doesn't change it.
Shepard, down here!
Huh? Hold on, let me just. Okay, fine.
Bastards got me in the leg!
My leg!
The first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Medi-gel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Medi-gel from the first aid station on the wall.
Okay, hold left shift. This is where the Unity is. Unity used to be the ability that you used to revive, but now it's the. You know, it's the heal the allies.
Thanks, Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now, huh? I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Good question.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Yeah, basically.
Right, Shepard. We need to
We don't
find
need
Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector.
It's a lady like that, she'll survive.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
And Jacob seems to have some kind of faith in
Where
her.
is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the
Like, no, wait a minute. You're about as suspicious as
we
suspicious
need
can
to
be.
save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few.
Uh-oh.
We can overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttle.
Alright, then you do it just.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Alright, let me just go around and. Alright.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project.
And now if one tells you who did it, it's
Funded and
Cerberus.
controlled by Cerberus.
Why would Cerberus save me? I have been shooting the shit out of them.
I wiped out my share of Cerberus projects when I was a Spectre. Back then, they were trying to kill me. Why the change of heart?
Those answers are way above my pay grade. But basically, things change. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up.
I mean, yeah, I fell out of orbit after blasted out a ship.
Too, but right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the Elusive Man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Elusive Man?
Elusive Man? Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah. That's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a
I
code
think,
name.
is that Steve Bloom? Yeah, I think that guy's supposed to be Steve Bloom. So yeah, I'll never work for Cerberus, or fine, let's go.
Well, if I won't get any more answers here, let's get moving.
It's not much farther to the shuttle bay.
More Metagel. More Metagel. Let's see, yep. Hold on, it was this button, yeah. I also don't need to save when I was doing an insanity run of this game, huh? Oh hey. Money! Don't worry, your capital will go to good use. This station's kinda scuffed. Oh, let's do it again. Jacob, you're gonna do that, and I'm gonna do this. And I think the game crashed. The game crashed. Okay. That was odd. Let me just get things back in there. Oh, that's annoying. Usually that has never happened. Well, it has gotten a couple of updates, but you know, that should not have happened in that manner. Let's see. Just waiting for it to restart. I hate how long this takes. That's one thing about the collection. It takes a while because it basically loads up the launcher and then it launches the game. I think skipping the splash screens. Alright, let's get back at it. Thankfully, pressing resume just puts me back here. So it's pretty handy. Okay, let's try that again. All. I'm gonna slam it. And if you use overload on the Mac, you will stump it. Done. Hold on, are we good? Yeah, oh yeah. No, it's not good. We still have some enemies. Where are they? See, you have the minimap over here, and you can use it to orient yourself in combat. You won't be relying much on the minimap. Oh, here we go. Ah, seriously? So if I use my powers from the menu like that, it crashes. That's odd. I've never had that happen. Probably because I don't rely that much on the powers. I'll have to check that out. This usually doesn't happen. Well, regardless, let's keep on going. This is kinda sad. The most definite way to play the game, and it crashes. Alright, once more, with gusto.
We've been spotted.
Okay, let's try that again. Take me with you. Who needs aiming when you can tank that shit? Yeah, apparently the last part did amazing things with stamina. Okay, let's try it again.
Have a nice trip.
Okay, you want to... Here. Oh, well, might as well use this. No reason to not use it. Okay, that takes care of that. Probably is... I think I found out why it kept on crashing, because when I was hitting it in the menu, I moved it out of the hotbar and activating it at the same time just makes the game go port. Okay, let's see what we have here. Ah, money. You want to get all the money you can.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is
Okay, now we're gonna get into the first bit. Remember the little hacking and that stuff we did? That's been changed completely. In this one you have to find nodes and connect circuits. Basically find the nodes that correspond, have the same image. This is much better than the old one. Okay, this one and this one, for example, you do it.
Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
Hold on, I'm messing up here. Yeah, also a bit of time for time. Do this. Into this. This is much more interactive and better than what I had before. The basically driving the damn thing in. Then there's also hacking. That one actually makes you feel like you're hacking shit. You'll see that soon. And you still have temporary stamina. Hold on. What the hell was that? Open, says me.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
Goddamn.
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
This is the idea. No, you can question him.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
Hey.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
I knew it was that, and I was like, okay.
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go.
Alright.
My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob is actually a really
Knowing
good
your
guy.
conscience would get the better of you.
Why not?
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
What about the rest of the people on the station?
Yeah, what about that?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is
Good
expendable.
lord.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Alright. Actually, what the?
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
Why?
What does Cerberus want from me?
Like, seriously, what the fuck?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
Lovely.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Because that's getting me out of there.
Besides trying to save your life, Wilson figured out I was helping you when he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
Alright, where are we going?
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
You know what? Alright.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna say, what if I don't want it? It's like, well, I kinda have to. I don't want to stay here while everything goes to hell. Alright.
Before
My
you
face
meet
is still
the
glowing.
elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda. More tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The Elusive Man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Alright.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most
That would explain why my
The sooner we
back is
start,
killing me.
the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a colony kid. Lost your parents when slavers hit Mindwar. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
I had to win, we're done here.
A lot of lives depended on me holding that position. I did what I had to.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed
Oh, boy.
Sarah's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to
You can
guard
kind
the
of
last.
fit it around here.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
Yeah, but both of us got
That wasn't
equal to
judging
trying to kill you.
decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right.
Oh dear.
We'll have to hope the Elusive Man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
Ah, he'll see when I talk with him. Man, these stations are really weird. Okay, now to talk with the Elusive Man.
The Elusive Man is waiting for you in the other room.
If you try to talk with her, she just tells you to piss off. This is one thing that I actually introduced, customizing your gear. You have armor, and you have casual appearance. I'm gonna change the casual appearance a little bit. You have like the standard uniform you wore like when you were on the ship in the first game, only Cerberus flavored. Then you have a suit. Then you have scientist uniform, that one looks hokey as shit. You have basically pirate. And then you have the leather jacket, or you have basically a sweater. I actually like this one a lot, but this one is also pretty nice. I'll stick with this one though, for him. That's the casual done. Then in armor, you can, when you don't buy armors like in the first game, and you don't buy weapons that way. You find weapons, and you're able to upgrade them. And if you get enough of a set, you can like put them on. Now, if you put these on, they do give you bonuses. For example, putting the helmet on gives you more health. Putting the breather helmet on, it also increases health. And recon hood, this is something that just came along, increases weapon damage. Done. Give me a second, I'm gonna do a few things. If I recall correctly, go into options, graphics. You should be able to do, where is it? Oh yeah, I'm gonna take film grain off, that will explain a few things. See, I see motion blur. Oh yes, I hate motion blur. Dynamic shadows, I will keep though. Let's see, gameplay. There's an option that lets you turn off the helmet. Otherwise, I might just not have the helmet because it doesn't really matter that much. Adjust the game's image. Okay, that's fine. Sound, dialogue levels. Okay. I guess I'm going to take the helmet off because I want to see my face after I put so much into it. I usually don't work with a helmet anyway. So you have the chest plate, gives you increased weapon damage, all that stuff. This is how you alter that stuff. Then you can change the way the armor looks. You can like make it shiny or not. Tint, what type of color do you want on it. And I'm gonna keep it red. And the other tint that is there are those. I think it's best to have the black and pattern. You can put this on, this on, I'll put this pattern on. And I think I'll make it, I actually want to make this black. Or grey, I guess. Can I put it a darker shade of black? They didn't give this kind of customization. This is red. This is grey, this is white, Another red. I'll take this one here. This also affects the one on the side here. I mean, grey. Right. I mean, I could just do this. And make the tint black like this. But I always wear red armors. It's just kind of my thing. Let's see. This pattern is more camouflage. So I'll put this one on. Okay, I'll make it. Actually, if I find it. This one isn't too bad. It's the dark red. It's burgundy. I think. Put it blue. You know. Don't like the grey though. But I just don't have normal black. There's a brighter red. Okay, let's put the grey one on for now. Oh, you know what? I'll just skip the patterns since I can't make it that way. I'll just stick with this. There we go. So we have my armor good to go. Actually, it's a little bit... might be a little bit too... Oh. Can I get a... what if happens if I put this one? Oh, this is a much better color. There we go. Burgundy color armor. Now let's go meet the Illusion Man. That's changed my mode. I'm still trying to remember who the voice actor was from. Okay, let's see. Oh, no. Well, this is interesting.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive Man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Yeah. A necessary precaution.
I understand.
Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
Alright.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
That's usually the Paragon choice. The Paragon, yeah. Basically, if you agree with Cerberus, it's Renegade. And if you don't...
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
I noticed a few upgrades. I hope you didn't replace anything really important.
Yeah, like my balls.
We try to keep you as intact as possible. We need Shepard, just as you were when you defeated Sovereign.
What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
Where are my eyebrows there in this?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
Yeah, whatever attacked me also has been attacking human colonies.
Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
I didn't know about it.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition.
I mean, he does have a...
Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why.
Yeah, basically go out where people aren't paying attention and where people disappear, like the slavers and pirates isn't different. See? Well, slavers are a common occurrence.
Threat against humanity. You need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign.
Yeah.
They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
Alright. Sorry?
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity.
Basically humanity first.
Trying to wipe us out. Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act...
and after dealing with the politics in the first game, I understand his angle, right? But why me?
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique. Not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol.
Well, they could have made a hologram.
I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
Okay, maybe I believe.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself.
Alright.
I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress.
Freedom's Progress, a human colony on the permanent system.
Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be just fine with it.
Do I have a choice?
For now.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first,
He's basically saying, go see it for yourself. If you don't like it, you leave. You can leave if you want. If not, if you do find any clues,
I brought you back. It's up to you.
like if you do find a clue, evidence that's convince you, then go. And if you don't find it, then you're free to leave. And we leveled up. Okay, let's see. I would like a concussive shot. That is a very good one. But I do want to focus on getting combat mastery up. So I'm gonna focus on that. Alrighty.
The Elusive Man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
Thanks for resurrecting me.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus
Yeah,
Project
thanks for getting me for not making me
I
dead.
just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
What's your problem? Is there a problem here? Hey, come on.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
Come on, tell me more.
I wasn't in charge. The Elusive Man was. If I
She's
was
kind
running
of
the show, we'd have done a few
blindly
things
faithful
differently.
to the Elusive Man. Like what?
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the Elusive Man wouldn't
Yeah,
allow
she
it.
does. She
He
wants
was
to.
afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Oh,
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
yeah. So we managed to avoid that
The
because the
Elusive
Elusive
Man
Man.
is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's progress.
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable.
Until
the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
Alright, tell me about yours.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
Alright.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No, the Elusive Man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
Oh, great.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
I kind of need to know what kind of
It's
person
obvious
working
you're
with.
not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
Look, knowing who the people you're going to be doing this stuff with is important. Let's see, how much did I up this get? I got 2 Renegade actions and 10 Paragon. Yeah, that's nice.
I'm glad the Elusive Man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Oh shit.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
Jacobs actually is a really good man.
But you might be working for the wrong people.
Maybe. But I thought the same when I was with the Alliance. That's why I'm here now.
Alright.
You said you served in the Alliance?
You just said it like
5
the
years
2 seconds
total.
ago.
Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
Corsair?
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official
Basically, we're trying to make their version of
Technically,
Spectres.
we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules. But there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser.
You don't have to follow rules, regulations, but you didn't follow the rules. Alright?
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders.
Yeah.
Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, We don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
He likes the direct approach.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
Alright.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see. Squad. Now you can also level him up. You should also be able to level up the others. We have to do that at terminal. Open up. Open the door. And here we get... Like, you get missions when you go into areas, and you get debriefings afterwards. That's when you start getting, like, the XP and level up at those. You get an important bonus, and for doing this, I start with 4,000 experience, which starts me at level 5 in this game. I start with a lot of credits, and... Like, Paragon is already way ahead, and a few Renegade points, because it did have a little bit of that. And then you get some resources. Resources are going to be very necessary. And this is what I get because I've already beaten a playthrough of this game before. You get more experience, I retain all heavy weaponry, I get even more money. Jesus. So I have a very, very strong head start.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The Elusive Man put us under your command. Do you have any orders?
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my
Yeah,
orders?
tell me what the fuck.
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the Elusive Man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material.
Oh, someone didn't take a piss while we were adopting them.
We've got no target to go after.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Okay, we'll do...
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander.
We'll still look for
No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Well, it's
not nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's land. Now we're at Freedom's Progress. Everything's gone, it's empty. Alright, let's go here and let's go into here. Now we can actually change the level up. Always go for this one first. And Jacob. Now the last ability you won't get until you complete a special mission for them. They're loyalty missions. I'll talk about those later on when they become relevant. For now you want to do this. I will explain why I am so fucking filthy right now. No, filthy rich right now. So I start now with... so the soldier can carry the most weapons. Starts with the most weapons. The others, classes, for example, you go with infiltrate, will start with a handgun, a sniper rifle, and a submachine gun. Miranda, for example, has either a handgun or a submachine gun. Jacob starts with a handgun or a shotgun. I want him to use the handgun for now, and I want her to swap over to the submachine gun. Shepard's I'm swapping over to this one. Alright.
Sure thing.
Okay, we're good. I'm gonna do a safety save here. Save. Okay, let's open the door.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Dinner? What the heck are people eating that? Man, that coffee is about to be so cold, it's gonna be disgusting. Alright, I'll open this door.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage.
No
signs of battle.
That was already known to be something that happened on the other colonies. You know, when you go through a mission, you want to comb as much as you can. Fenrir are basically dogs. Let's see if I happen to touch this. Okay. Oh yeah, right, I should have a concussor shot. Oh, I don't have that yet. I thought I had already learned that.
Shoot them before
Alright.
they take out the shield.
Medimax will rush in there and try to defeat you, and if they... Okay, I need to do that.
Get over here.
Oh well. Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
You have to tell them to go into... Oh, that guy's still alive? Okay. Yeah, we're all the way over there.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now let's find out who is reprogramming these things to attack me. Ah, a wall. Let us bypass this wall safe, for I require more capital. In the other game, it's very easy to get money. In this game, not as much. There we go. And sometimes in the safe you don't get money, you get like upgrades and stuff like that. So it's always important to have enough of that. Let's see, was there anything else I saw here? No. Okay.
We've been spotted.
Huh? Oh, there's a friendly bot there. Oh, that's gonna go up. Jacob, if you would be so kind. I'm doing this for the achievement, by the way.
Nice.
Let's salvage here. More money. Yes, money is a bit of a finite resource. Open this door. Oh, it's Quarians. Yeah.
Stop right there.
You said you'd let
That's
me
Tali, and she's changed.
Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down. Shepard? Is that... You're alive?
Don't point those guns at me. It's me. Right?
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
She completed her pilgrimage and she changed her clothing.
Raza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
And she's like,
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
I'm not working for them. I did it to help humanity.
I nearly died, Tali. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many
Yeah,
resources
you put
to
away your
one
gun and now you're
boss.
holding it and it's going to go through.
You haven't seen Shepard in action, Praza. Trust me. It was money well spent. Perhaps we can work together. We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
See? I'll always
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go.
Vitor apparently was one of those guys who doesn't like crowds, and that's very weird and not good for...
Means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
He's not wrong about that.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Okay.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
She's got a bit of extra
You're
respect.
working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the
And yeah,
center.
they changed their clothing. It's supposed to reflect the fact that she's now an adult. The other one's just basically in her late teens, but now she's an adult.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
Alright.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens...
Why are you holding the gun like that, Praza? You dumb fucker, you're gonna get yourself killed. Because you can't hold the gun. Alright. And the Quarians have a very big...
There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Big...
We'll take care of them.
Big grudge against Cerberus. And yeah, they kinda...
We've been spotted.
Oh, hey. So they have their reasons. Let's see. Okay. This one and this one. You and you. That means you and you. Well, like this is way better than the original hacking, where you had to just press forward and get through at some point. If not, you just omni-jump. This one you actually have to be more interactive. Then there's hacking, which I haven't shown yet, but hopefully I should be able to show you. You also have to reload in other games.
Use overload on them.
Huh? Shields. Overload those to get through them. If they have the shields up, biotics won't get through. So you should always do that. Miranda, why does it take you so long to get there?
Enemy down. Yes. What nice.
Rocket drones, assault drones. Rocket drones can be the bane of your existence.
Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
Praza's an
We
idiot.
should have expected this.
Yeah, do you see the way he held his gun?
Still catch them.
Yeah, see the arrow here? That tells you where you need to go and enter the mission. It's great to orient yourself, but usually these missions are very linear. Yes, I did. Now, if you, for example, are full of Medigel, you can use the... when you pick up a Medigel from things like that, they will actually convert to credits. Like 100, but smaller but often fills the purse. Anyway. Okay, let's see. It all starts to go a little bit with the Separate Disruptor armor is perfect for this. Oh, for love of. Alright.
Reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
This is point henchman. It's just teaching you how to control them. E for the one that's, if you look at this here, this is the one on the map to the E button, this is the one map to the Q button. Tell him to go somewhere, I will go there. So if you put the telex to go here and
Going to
here.
cover.
Right. Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the door.
They will get in there. Jacob, is this a Sunday stroll? Ooh. Well, at least now they bleed red. That means their blood is fire-based.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
And so we're gonna stand a chance against it now?
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Hey Max. A very annoying guys to deal with. Overload on the shields. And you have to crunch through that shield first. Shields are weak both to electrical based weaponry and rapid fire. So you want to use, for example, the assault rifle, the submachine gun on that. Once you're done to that, now you got armor. They're weak to heavy hitting weapons like certain pistols and shotguns and sniper rifles. And they're weak to biotics like warp that just rip through molecules. So I'll be swapping over to my... Let's just see here. Reliable side. We're effective against armor, weak against shields and biotic barriers. That's sort of very effective against shields, biotic barriers, weak against armor. Effective against shields, armor. But this is actually pretty effective. Some weapons are barely this and that. So for you, you want to swap over to this. And you're gonna keep on doing that. Now let's use warp. The colonists will focus on Shepard. Thankfully, this guy is apparently having overload. And now that you've gone through the armor, you can do the next bit. Now that you've wrapped the armor up, you can use things like biotics on the fucker.
Get over here!
Until you get through the armor and shields, you can't really use biotic on these guys. So always go through that and then start applying the heavy damage. House cells basically will power up your heavy weapons, give you ammo for heavy weapons. And every weapon is different. I have one weapon that I always like to use that is very effective against certain things, but that is pretty late in the game. For now I'll be relying on actually the grenade launcher, and later on a rocket launcher is alright. But the grenade launcher is actually pretty potent from the start. Alright. More money. Now I just have to find Vitor. We find Iridium. Oh, let's see. Let's take this. Weapon ammo. You start to find things like this that will give you upgrades. You want to search for these type of things. Let's see. There's that. Tali was over there. Let's get that. Hi, Tali. Oh, that is some of them survived.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Okay. Alright, Vitor. Yoo-hoo. Ah, here we go.
Monsters coming back.
Monster.
Next will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
No. Yes. Maybe.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
Don't worry.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
He is just paranoid. Alright, now you get introduced to new these Paragon and Renegade actions. If you perform a Paragon action, you get more Paragon points, and it's usually a peaceful way to do it. Renegades is basically you being quote-unquote a badass or just an asshole to people. Now we just turned off his machines.
Human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see it.
Well, show me.
But I see everything.
Even in the shower?
Looks like security footage.
So some kind of
Must have pieced
insect
together
people
manually.
are taking them away.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
A collector? Reapers? Collectors?
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond
The Omega-4 relay. Basically, any ship that goes through the Omega-4 relay doesn't come
They
back.
usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow,
I
it
mean,
could explain
Reapers,
what happened to the
collectors.
colonies.
The only thing we are missing now. You know, those things are like they are bound to be some kind of organic material.
Entire settlement at once.
Yeah, but the collectors are extremely advanced.
The Seekers swarms. No one can.
Oh wow, that guy's glowing.
The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
Seekers? The Seekers are little flies, so basically they're really big ass bees.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like.
But apparently
tiny
they're
insects.
machines. Brains
They
ass
go
machine.
everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe.
Yeah, I expect them to be like this big. These motherfuckers are like
With a
huge.
stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
What about that?
Importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the elusive man can figure it out.
Why didn't the collectors take you?
They weren't on the.
Didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from
Or
showing
he
up
just
on
wasn't on target list.
Or
They
they were
only-
using technology specifically
Yeah, like
designed
that.
to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then
Hmm.
they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
Alright.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them.
Right.
The monsters.
Dark energy.
I recorded them with my Omni tool.
Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man.
What?
Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
Yeah, she's like, what the fuck? No.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already.
Yeah, they got kind of blown up for
We'll
it.
get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together.
Hey, come on, come
just
back.
like old times.
She really wants to.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
That sounds dangerous. What are you doing?
I don't think Cerberus needs to hear about it, but it's in Geth space. That should tell you how important it is.
Alright, Vitor goes with her.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help
Yeah,
you,
Tali's
I'll
very
let you know.
loyal.
We're ready for pickup.
So, the opponents so far are collectors. And that's the end of this mission.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
I'm fresh period. What about the data?
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat.
I'll try
But
not to
more
be an asshole. A human first asshole.
confirm the collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems,
Like,
looking to gather
so he's
seeds of
explaining the
unimportant
collectors.
items or specimens, usually in exchange for their
Because their
technology.
technology is so
When their transactions
advanced,
are complete,
it
they
is
disappear as quickly as
very,
they arrived, back
very
beyond the
valuable.
unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the collectors.
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to
It
humans?
has something to do with you.
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in
Because for anyone to destroy a Reaper, it's very difficult.
enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned.
That's the issue. We
Our
need to find a
best
way.
guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels.
Probably
allowing
the
safe
IFF.
passage. If they can manipulate
See,
that's just further
I
evidence
forgot
of
what
the
IFF
connection
means,
with
by
the Reapers.
basically transfer protocols. Okay, what are you telling
You're
me?
holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance...
Here's the thing, if you're as antagonistic as you can do and you're somehow
You and I know
Paragon.
better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
I can't do it alone.
If this is a war, I'll need an army. Or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging.
I
but
guess.
You're a natural leader.
I guess.
I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help
He
us.
doesn't want the Council to help us.
If you think you could convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their
Oh,
allegiances
boy.
have changed.
Alright, let's start with... Tali.
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
And Garrus?
Garrus Vakarian.
Yeah, he's very useful.
Vakarian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Okay. Rex?
Where's Urdnot Rex?
He went back to
He
Tuchanka.
returned to Tuchanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
Liara?
Where's Liara Tassoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say
So a shadow
she's
broker,
working
oh
for the
dear.
Shadow broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Where's Ashley Williams?
She's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. Her file is surprisingly well classified.
Alright.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
You worry about the collectors. I'll make
Alright, I
sure
have to get that.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find
Mordin Solus.
He's a brilliant Solarian scientist.
He actually wants to work because they've been very human only, but for them to reach out to other species, it shows how awfully, like, desperate they are.
Sounds good. What else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best.
Hmm?
Someone you can trust.
Hey, it's the fucker who got me spaced. Hey, Seth Green.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Because you wouldn't leave your damn chair.
Strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone.
Yeah.
The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Elusive Man?
No.
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this.
Hmm?
They only told me last night.
So they remade it to Normandy. But it's a bit different on the inside. The SR2, Normandy, the SR1 got blown up. He's really doing much to get me emotionally invested in this.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Alright, how about Gornandy? No, take over to Normandy. For some reason. And now we've finally got the ship, and we can go on to the next bit. I do like the design of the Normandy. I don't know what the Illusiman does, but I hope it doesn't invest in Dogecoin. Alright, now get a mission briefing. Yeah, that's good. Aim for sharp, basically headshots, kill him. Ah, I feel comfortable. Stormtrooper. Yeah, they really made it look like the old one.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
You think you would be so attached to a ship?
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Mordin Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Alright.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence.
And AI,
The crew like
which
to
are
refer to me
forbidden.
as Edie.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare
Basically,
suites.
yeah, she's here
Beyond
to
that,
stop
I
us
do
from
not
data
interface
mining.
with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the 3 of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
Alright.
Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff,
Ascot.
Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Yeah, first we're gonna run around.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Alright, let's explore the Normandy. Galaxy map, power terminal, web armory, and elevator. Captain's quarters. Tech lab, that's where you develop stuff. That's where you use your things. Boy, I got a info dump on my stuff. Let's see. The rendezvous with those 2 people are DLC characters. A bunch of DLC because this game came with all the DLC. But before I do that, I'm gonna go do a save here. Let's go into squad. Let's finally get the last bit of combat mastery. Produce. Now here we have 2. Command to kill and present increasing the weapon damage storm speed, giving damage powers, okay? Visual instinct. Intense concentrated per weapon damage and speed in scene. So both of these are good, but the difference is in this. Shock Trooper is more about health and less about damage. This is more about damage and then health, but what I'm actually aiming for are the... What I don't show is that the Paragon and Renegade rewards. You get less Paragon and Renegade rewards with the Commando, but you do, it's very more combat suited. But with the Shock Trooper you get more of those, but it's not as combat suited. I actually go with that because using Paragon and Renegade is very powerful, and usually when I play RPGs like this one or CRPGs, I always go as a fighter with a silver tongue. If I can, I'll talk my way out of the situation. If not, well, I have a really big sword. So, become a Shock Trooper. Next up, my focus is to get Incendiary and Cryo Ammo. Cryo Ammo, freeze enemies, allow you to shatter them with gunfire or biotics. Very useful. This one I need to get through armor, since I will mostly be relying on my weapons with Shepard. Alright. Now let's talk with Joker and... oh, Heather.
Yes, Shepard.
Is this?
What's this area of the ship?
This is the bridge, where the navigator plots our FTL vectors, and the helmsman maneuvers the ship.
Yeah, sitting right here, thanks.
How about you?
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
What the fuck are you?
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic.
Yeah.
I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Illusive Man. I serve additional functions which are restricted.
Oh, well, that's not ominous, the Reclo.
The Illusive Man has monitoring devices on board?
Of course.
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring.
This makes sense. I hope he doesn't have it in my bedroom.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown.
Got that.
On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances or perform
basically,
the necessary
because she is an AI, she can just focus
only
on
be filled by an
that.
artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization. Just putting it out there.
Restricted functions. Like what?
I do not know.
Why is it
My
right glowing
databases are
red?
sealed. Some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
Okay.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a
Okay.
specific inquiry?
Resources.
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel?
Hey, tell me all your secrets. Can't say me.
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
What do you mean?
Although I am less controlled than other AI, I am still subject to behavioral blocks and the physical isolation.
Basically, she won't give up secrets without this.
I am prevented from truthfully answering your question by Cerberus's levels of secret classification.
Alright, how about Cerberus?
How is Cerberus organized? Aside from the Elusive Man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented
So they're
cells.
basically, yeah.
Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another.
So you could run
Each
into a
cell's
Cerberus
agents
member
are led
out
by
there while
single
having coffee
operator.
and not know he
We
was
are
another
called the
member of
Lazarus
it.
cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
Miss also there.
So how many operations is Cerberus running right now?
Can't tell
I
me.
have a block that prevents
God
me
damn
from
it.
answering that question.
Alright.
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
I have a block. Okay.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
Alright.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
See... your location.
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box located behind the medical bay.
Why are you named Edie?
Yeah, that means...
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of
Enhanced Defense
EDI.
Intelligence.
That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
Alright.
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Oh, she's gonna be
The last
sarcastic.
Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
Alright. Thank you for that.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Alright. Joker.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than new. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats.
I don't know. I don't think
set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau.
Yeah.
Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside.
Oh dear.
I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
It's not the same, Joker. There's nothing here that was even part of the real Normandy.
There's us. I have to take what I can get. The last 2 years sucked. You'll see. Even if an AI is spying on us, no way they'll invest this much just to screw us over. Better than the old
I wouldn't be
I
discounted.
hope so. I died.
Yeah.
God, you are such a downer.
I'm sorry, you tried dying and see how happy you are afterwards. Advanced training basically lets you retrain. Let's examine these. You can't really talk to most people here. Yeoman Chambers, he's your personal attendant, I guess you could say. Hello.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
I'll be the Kelly.
Please, call me Kelly.
No.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Okay.
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal.
I fucked out of it.
Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What do you do?
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you
Confess.
notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss.
She attempts to yell it at you. Hey, he wants to talk to you.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe.
She's basically there as a
Everyone knows how
shrink.
risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure.
So I understand
I have a
that.
degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
Yes.
Is this what she
I
said?
look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has.
I don't know. They tend to be a bit of an
We look out for
assholes.
human interests, advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
Do they hate aliens?
Sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too.
Huh?
I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian,
No, some of my friends are
aliens.
aliens.
Conflict with Cerberus ideals.
That's a very positive attitude.
What can I say? I'm a people person. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Are you happier?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight.
Everything around the Normandy is handpicked to control Shepard this other way.
How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
We won't.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
I'll catch you. I'll drop you.
Your trust is well placed, Kelly.
I knew it would be. Thank you, Shepard. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
No.
I better go.
Okay. Welcome aboard, Commander.
Let me see here. Team status. You select that, and you can like go through. You can cycle appearance when you get that. I'll go into that later. Info. Alright. Upgrades. That's the upgrades you have. Unread message. Let's go in here. Oh boy. Anderson. Anderson heard that we're alive. He wants to come to the council. Okay, let's mark that as red. There's a bounty, another bounty Anderson he wants us to find. There is a ship that he wants us to check out. This is DLC. This is DLC. This is DLC armor you got. Overlord is a very big DLC. We'll do that later, much later. Our project is a DLC weapon. And this is also DLC character. And finally... And this is basically... telling us the reason why you don't have any money is because... you're dead. Ugh. Okay, let's go here. I'm gonna go into my lockout. Let's see. Now they currently give me two. It's the Arc Protector and this one. And for him, you can also do this. But for now, we don't have that many weapons. All right, Jacob. Confess.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters.
You're really about doing what things that matters.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the Elusive Man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists
yeah.
for good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently.
Yeah.
It will be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
Alright.
I look forward to working with you, Mr. Taylor.
Likewise, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
Alright. Thankfully, you don't have to go interrogate him completely. I'll be talking with you later on. Let's go in here. This is...
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications room. In addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the Elusive Man's
it's basically a
office.
hologram thing.
This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
Quantum what?
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Because they're expensive.
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay, and can pass only one quantum bit of data at a time. In addition to the cost and bandwidth issues, the system is strictly point-to-point.
So basically, it's basically...
Worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entangled pairs, one linked to each world.
It's basically, it's one way... It only works in between these two places. It's basically having a very fancy two cans with a string through them.
Particles are created in an entangled state. One is installed here, and the other in the Elusive Man's office.
So, while it's impressive, it's very, very impractical.
Partner will always enter the opposite state, no matter the distance between them. If we alter the state of our particle, that alters the state of the Elusive Man's. This allows us to send data in the form of quantum bits.
Alright.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Now, some areas are locked up because you hadn't gotten the party member before. The Tekla is closed for now because we have to get the scientist. So let's go down and you don't have to ride the elevators. Let's next go to the crew quarters. Crew quarters, usually there's people in here. You can come in here and show your face.
She's a cutie. How
should be a year old.
Let's see how that like this. Oh, I'm not gonna go into the women's bathroom.
My family lives in New Canton.
Hmm. I'm taking a shower. Your shower's broke. You know, this is bound to be the most uncomfortable fucking toilet. Imagine you're sitting here taking a crap and then someone opens the door and everyone can see you just sitting there going, straining yourself. Oh, this is where my quarters used to be in the old Normandy. Now it's Miranda's office. Alright, let's talk with her.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Anything I should know regarding the Normandy?
The crew's working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
What exactly are your duties, aside from keeping an eye on me?
Yeah.
I'm the Elusive Man's agent. You're his most important asset. My job is to make sure you succeed. Aside from that, I send regular reports to the Elusive Man, updating our status.
Alright, let's talk.
You have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions.
No shit.
Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
Alright, first and foremost, what the hell are you?
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division.
Okay, so I will explain why they kept on trying to shoot me.
Not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
Alright, what do they want?
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The
Lovely.
Solarians have the special tasks.
STG.
The Asari have their legendary commandos.
Commandos. We already talked with those. Well, those are commandos. I'm not sure about the Solarians.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
There's a reason why you have check and balances.
We're privately funded, and our backers trust the Elusive Man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals: protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Alright, then how much...
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
The resources are weird.
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the Elusive Man knows exactly how.
Oh no, he's investing in meme coins, isn't he?
Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible,
Lovely.
Shepard. No pressure.
What can you tell me about the Elusive Man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special.
I don't know.
Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's
I mean, I
best
won't doubt that. It's
interests
just
at
his
heart.
methods that are the
That
issues.
includes you and me.
What makes you think so?
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Alright. How about you?
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the Elusive Man handpicked
So
me.
basically she's smarter, she'll live longer and all that
anything
thing.
I choose to do.
Now, this angle is changed for this one. Like, it was supposed to be original, but for some reason in the OG game, the angle was lower, so you had a big shot of her ass, and that is a humongous ass. Like, it's a very good ass, but it was like ass shot. Every time you spoke with her during this sequence, it was ass shot. Then she would go move somewhere, the camera would again go like this. They changed
My
that.
bionic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
Sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make
She
mistakes like
just gets a
everyone
lot
else.
of...
And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone
So
with
she's under a lot of pressure.
abilities.
You're cocky.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason
why are you
I'm
wearing the
trusted to
skin-tight
oversee the most
clothing?
dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make
And
sure
you
you
also have to
succeed,
spy on
Shepard.
me. Alright.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
She's very loyal to the...
Surprise again.
Oh, hey there.
Commander Shepard.
the hero of the Citadel.
Hey, you're supposed to be Udine now.
Proud that day. Master Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do?
He's basically the janitor.
He's the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals.
I mean, it makes sense.
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls
So basically, I do understand why.
through the cracks.
He's not exactly the brightest one, but he's very good at, like, maintaining, making sure everything's running properly.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat.
Yeah,
Total human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
Okay.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough.
But then he lost people.
Losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference.
Yeah.
I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help. Be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
I mean, this does make sense. You do need someone to be doing this.
You have everything you need.
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle
Basically,
worker.
again, that.
Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
Alright.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
Give me that list.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd
Whoa!
like to talk
What the hell is
about?
with the lighting? Alright.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Work. Oh, more work. And alright, let's go in here, and I think I see a familiar face. Let's go speak with her.
What's this area of the ship?
The sick bay. It is equipped to provide short-term emergency care. In the event of critical injury, personnel must be transferred to a
Basically,
medical
yeah.
facility.
Alright.
Commander Shepard, I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board.
I will.
It's good to see you alive.
Nice to see a familiar face, Doctor.
I feel the same. I wish more of the original
I don't know.
crew. The kind
Presley.
of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
Why the fuck are you
I
here?
don't work for Cerberus. I work for
Basically,
you,
she's loyal to you.
on a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
Basically.
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned.
Basically.
I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center. A very
She just needs to be out there.
on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
Alright.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip.
She smells
you prepared
old.
for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz.
Hey, I
we
was there.
survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy.
I didn't
together.
survive.
I've
You
lived
did.
a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
Alright, explain.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original.
Only roomier?
Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
Alright, let's move.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Don't worry, I'll find
I'll
out.
see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Gotta love that one. Alright. Now here you can, for example, the air core. And one of these later on lets you redo your face. Okay, we're done with everything up here. That one I can't get until I get another calculator down the road. And finally, let's go to the engineering. Explain.
What's this area of the ship?
Normandy's cargo deck. It includes facilities to rearm and repair Normandy.
That's all for now.
Yeah, basically, this is.
Helping you out, Shepard.
Oh, this is a. They even have something down here. Out of the way, hidden. Who the hell would like to be in here? Oh, look at that, it's two people. Let's talk with them. Hello.
You came all the way down here to see us?
I kinda happen to be walking around.
Speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly.
Oh, well, yes, got this, you should be already killed.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the.
So she handles the
what
brakes.
Can I do for you, Commander?
Alright.
Where did you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout.
Mm.
The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
Yeah.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single.
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
So basically we started a smear campaign.
Alliance leadership.
And the Alliance wasn't doing anything.
And only Cerberus seemed to be doing that.
Alright.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Let me check out something real quick. Come on, is it there? Yeah, okay.
We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the Collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Alright,
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you.
basically he...
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
He basically...
It got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
Basically was very staunch in your defense. And Gabby.
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy.
They're kinda like...
When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
Alright, do what you guys...
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system.
Basically, it incinerates
Kenneth,
things.
you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each year.
Yeah.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected. It's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
I guess we'll find
We'll
that.
probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Alright, I don't know what I'll have to find there.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander. I'm amazed Shepard came down to see us.
I told you he would.
What's this area of the ship?
Engine.
This is main engineering, which contains the ship's main fusion plant and Mass Effect.
I just moved her slightly to the right. Alright, that's all. Now we have only one more place to check out. And that's my quarters, which are on top. And this is where you go.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said, this space is directly under the exterior pressure hall.
Yep.
The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
You know, I have my own private shower. You know, that's a weird ass shower. You literally have to be all the way here, and you would probably spray all over here. So use the toilet. Use the toilet. I have relieved myself. Here are some trophies. You can actually power terminal. And this is just all old things I've gotten. You even have aquarium. These things are a pain in the ass if you try to go for them, but basically get fish you can put in here. But you have to feed them regularly, in between every time you come here. But get it once and the fucking things die. I don't usually bother with that. You can put on music from the old game, customize your armor, all this stuff here. But now I'm going back to the CIC, and I think I will just call it a session here.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
I already went through my private terminals. Left. Kelly, you're full of shit. Alright, now let's start with saving and put it here. Alright, and let's call it a session here. Let's see, who is on? John, let's see. I think I will... Actually, I don't know. Should I write John? Oh, well, I'll write John. Let's write John, and I guess the raid hashtag shall be... I have a block. Let's put I have a block. Alright, and I'll get you lot next time for the next session of Mass Effect 2. And I am offline.